call in my prayer, it is simple and clear. It wants me to give and receive love. I call in the light to make everything right and show me the way to just be love. And show me the way to just be love.
Hello and welcome to the Rewire Your Attachment Style podcast. This is Maya Diamond, and I'm so excited to speak today with Christine, who has gone through the Empower Love program, about her experience in the program. So I'd love to just start with this question of where were you in your love life before you found the program? What was going on? How were you uniquely challenged? And how did you feel?
Well, thanks for having me, Maya. I was working with a matchmaker company, and they had various levels of sign up. It was very expensive. So I chose the 3-person sign up. And all I can say is I really don't feel like I was listened to, because the gentlemen that I was introduced to, 3 of them, were not even remotely a good match for me. And I was just so disappointed. And I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know how to go about getting it.
Yeah.
And I knew that there were probably things that I could be doing better.
Right.
And I couldn't seem to figure that out on my own.
Yeah, totally. And so what had you say yes to this program?
I was very intrigued by I can't remember the name of the non-member website. Is it Empower?
Yeah, empowerlove.us.
Empower Love. So
Yeah.
I observed various posts and talks. And
you're talking about the Facebook group, our
yes.
free Facebook group, which is Rewire Your Attachment Style. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
So I discovered you guys through Facebook, and I thought it was worth it to sort of explore myself and maybe learn some new skills. And obviously my goal was to find a mate that would be suitable for me.
Beautiful. And what's the most important thing that's changed for you as a result of this work?
I would have to say my level of self-confidence. I've learned so much about myself, and also about how I would attract men that were not suitable for me in the past.
Yeah.
And so I really wanted to find a good, secure relationship with someone that I could spend the rest of my life with.
Yeah. And what does your love look? What does your love life look like now? And how did this work allow you to have it?
So I have been in a committed relationship since August. We met on Bumble, which is a dating website.
Yeah.
He was completely different from what I normally would choose.
Yeah.
But I decided, why not? My choices in the past have obviously not been very good choices.
Right.
So I thought I would think outside the box and choose Brian. And I did, and he responded, and the rest is history.
Yeah. And how did this work allow you to make that choice and to really allow you to fall in love with this person that was really different than all of your previous? How did this work allow you? What did this work shift for you? That we don't have to talk about the details of the program, but more just what was the shift for you?
The shift for me was really all about accepting myself for who I am and knowing deep inside that there was someone else out there that would be a good match for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You folks are so enthusiastic and encouraging. And so I just decided to enjoy the dating process.
That's huge. Huge, huge, huge.
Yeah. So I did. And I went out on, I don't want to say bad dates, just dates with men that I was not interested in. But I was out there and I was trying, and I learned more about myself as I dated and was able to sort of fine tune what my desires were for the long run.
Yeah.
And how to choose men who were interested in having a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them out there that are looking, but they're really not ready for a committed relationship.
No. Yeah. And so it sounds like, so did the program help you discern who was ready and who was not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how did you feel about the financial investment? Was it worth it to you to have the results that you now have?
Absolutely. Because I would have spent more money by the time this all rolled around if I was still out there, because I was out on 5 different dating sites.
Yeah.
I figured I'm an older woman. I'm in my late 50s, and I didn't want to mess around anymore. I wanted the real thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And so that's what I worked towards as I went through the program.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if you could share with us what it feels like, what you really love the most in this relationship. Like, describe to us, because part of this podcast is all about people really being able to expand their possibilities in love and to feel the vibration of a secure, healthy bond. So I'm curious if you could just describe to us, what does it feel like and look like in this relationship? What do you really enjoy?
Well, I feel deeply loved and respected and treasured. I am confident in who I am and the decisions that I make, and I'm not afraid to sort of bare my heart and soul to him, because he does the same with me. So anytime we've had a disagreement, it's just been, hey, I disagree with you. Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
And so communication has improved substantially. And in the past, there would be times where I would not bring up difficult conversations for fear of losing them.
Right.
And I don't have that fear of losing him. I feel very secure in my love for him, in my compassion for him.
Yeah. So beautiful. So wonderful.
It is. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah, you feel secure in the relationship, and you're able to communicate your feelings and needs and boundaries and desires in the relationship and feel respected. And in the past, again, just so people can see that it's possible to shift their patterns. In the past, what kind of man was more like your prototype of what you would attract? If you could say, like, what kind of type of guy would it be?
Oh, gosh. I was married for 18 years to someone who really wasn't available to me.
Yeah.
By the time I made up my mind to leave, the firm decision, because it was a long time coming.
Right.
I realized that he and I were just good friends who happened to be living in the same house. And I wanted so much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I said, it's time for me to go, and I'm sorry. But we've done a lot of talking in the past and nothing's changed.
Yeah.
So I am moving on with my life.
For you. It's huge.
And
So much courage, just for everyone who's listening. It takes so much courage to leave a relationship. And, that's something that we can help you with, which is like, should you stay or should you go? Right. And it's just such a huge decision because there's so much attachment, so much love, so much care, and so many years of investing in a relationship. And so it takes so much courage to leave. And so I just want to honor you right now for taking that leap of faith, right? That there's something else that's possible that is bigger and better than you've experienced in your life. And now you're in that relationship, and looking back, you can see, wow, that must have been really, really scary. That must have been so scary for you to take that step. And that takes so much heart, which is courage, and to live more in alignment with what you deeply desire. And there we go. And now you've attracted it, doing the work of the program, which is really healing your past, clearing out whatever no longer serves you, and really learning how to discern who's right for you and who's not right for you.
Exactly.
And so I'm curious, what would you say to a woman who's interested in the Empower Love, a woman or a man, because now we have the men's program, which is wonderful. So what would you say to a woman or a man who's interested in the Empower Love program? Would you recommend it? Why or why not?
Well, I questioned when I first joined whether it was going to work out for me.
Yeah.
But then as I worked through the program and did the work and the assignments, I realized that it was probably one of the best decisions I've made in a long time.
Beautiful.
I just feel so much more in control of my life and my decisions. I can't control anybody else, but I can control myself and how I respond and what I am willing to tolerate or not tolerate.
Yeah. Beautiful. So powerful. What you just said. So, so powerful.
So I highly recommend it. I think it's not an easy trip to take. It is, I believe it was 16 weeks that I was in the program, and I really did some deep work with myself.
Yeah.
So it was like therapy.
Not easy, but worth it.
Not easy, but absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
And I met some wonderful women along the way.
That's so, so huge, and so, so common in the program that you meet friends that you stay connected with for your whole life. This is, it's a bonding experience to be doing this deep work together, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and why should women do this program now versus wait or allow their reasons to stop them? Like, why would you say, why to do it now versus wait?
Now is interesting time with COVID,
right.
And the social distancing piece. So my first date with my partner was a Zoom date. We met online on Saturday morning. And we really hit it off.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, we're not here to be pen pals. Let's have a Zoom date tonight." And I said, "Perfect."
Yeah.
So we each had a glass of wine, and both of us got dressed up, and we had our video date, and it was fabulous.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Beautiful. And so wait, so that was during the pandemic, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, it's great for the other thing that's so wonderful for our listeners to hear is love happens during the pandemic. And so you're another example of that, which is love can flourish during a pandemic. So
Absolutely.
we've seen so many people find love in the Empower Love program during the pandemic. And it sounds counterintuitive because you're at home, you're not going to parties, but actually there's so many benefits to dating during COVID. So many benefits. Namely, people have to go slow. People are forced to go slow, which is so huge, right? And then you can do some really good initial screening via phone or video before meeting someone. So there's just so many reasons why it's an amazing time to actually find love, even though it
Yes.
doesn't seem. It's definitely counterintuitive, which I've found in life some of the most powerful things are counterintuitive. So yeah. So wonderful to chat with you today. Anything else you want to share about the program or about your experience or about your loving relationship? Actually, let's end there. So I'd love for you to just share anything else in terms of activities that you guys like to do together, or how it feels to be in his presence, or anything else about the relationship that you want to share with us, so we can kind of luxuriate and revel in that energy.
Well, to first of all quell the fears of meeting in person, he routinely donates blood, and when you donate blood, you get tested for COVID.
Oh, wow. That's good too.
And I went out and got tested for COVID myself, so that he would have a comfort level and I would have a comfort level.
Great. So that was before your first in-person date. You guys both
correct.
Got awesome. Fantastic.
Correct. And he loves to hike. It's been a while since I've hiked, and I said, are you willing to take on somebody that's a little rusty? And he said, absolutely. And so we went on a 3-hour hike on our first date.
Wow.
And it was fabulous because we were in nature, and both of us love being out in nature, whether it's in the middle of the woods or on the waterfront, because I live along the coast. So we are always either hiking or walking every single weekend.
Beautiful.
And it's fabulous.
So wonderful. I love that. What a beautiful thing that that you were open to doing more hiking. You just, needed someone who was willing to, be open to someone who was a little rusty. And I love that he was, wasn't judgmental or critical and was just accepting of exactly where you were. And now you guys are enjoying that activity together. It's just such a lesson in being open to people's, differing, especially since you already knew that you also already were passionate about nature. So it makes sense that it kind of was easy for you to kind of get into, but still a great story of just being open to someone who's open to something, right? So so wonderful to chat with you today, Christine. And I'm so happy to hear this amazing love story and to share it with our community and the Rewire Your Attachment Style podcast community, as well as our other communities. And I just want to just take a moment for everyone listening to just close your eyes and just take a deep breath into your body. And there's something that Christine said today that kind of shifted everything for her, which was believing it was possible for her to find this person. Once she believed it was possible, then it was a lot easier for her to enjoy the process, and it was a lot easier for her to attract this person. So I want you to just take a moment. I want to just bring some juice to that belief in your body. So everyone listening, I want you to just take another deep breath into your belly, anchoring this belief that it's possible for you to have healthy, loving, lasting, juicy love with someone who meets you on every level, with someone who respects you, who's kind, and who is available to you. Good. And just take another deep breath into that. Good. Really relaxing into that. And if you're interested in learning more, if you're interested in getting support with this, with that belief, with enjoying dating, with really working through all your deep patterns, we would love to help you. Go to empowerlove.com empowerlove.us/apply if you want to apply for a free love breakthrough session, or you can go to empowerlove.us/love if you want to join our free Facebook group, Rewire Your Attachment Style. Again, thank you so much, Christine, for talking with me today and joining us. And I look forward to chatting with you soon.
Great. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to Rewire Your Attachment Style. This is Maya Diamond. To receive your 2 free gifts to help you on your journey to lasting love and to start rewiring your attachment style today, go to empowerlove.us/love.